Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to give you another quick tip. Right now, I'm going to show you how I clean all of my touchscreen products. Okay, the thing that makes cleaning them my way a little bit different than most people is that I clean with alcohol wipes. What is an alcohol wipe? An alcohol wipe is the same type of wipe that you would find in a doctor's office when they go to give you a shot. Why do I use those? Well, it turns out that for a long time I would just take alcohol and take a bottle and pour it onto tissue, but tissue has lint. I would then use cotton, and I had a dispenser where you could push down and dispense a little spurt of alcohol right onto a cotton swab or onto a cotton ball. But it turns out that cotton too can leave little traces. It's got to be a lint-free type of thing. Okay, so I wound up having to buy these alcohol wipes for use with my father for his health care to clean off certain items that to contact with. Now, I said, I need to clean this or I need to clean that item, and I started cleaning more and more various items with them and discovering that because of the fact that they're pre-moistened with just a little bit of alcohol and they're lint-free, that they're easier to work with. So I want to show you how I go ahead and clean my items, because there is a specific way in which you clean them. Because the amount of alcohol in these pads is pre-moistened, you don't want to put too much alcohol because you don't want to damage the device that you're cleaning, but you do want to put enough alcohol that you remove any dirt or lint. The first nice thing about these things is that they're sealed and they can stay for a very long time in their little sachet. So let me show you how I clean an iPhone. Because it has an interface that sees my face, I don't want to start on the front with the front facing me, because after all, then it will turn on and every time I'm wiping, it'll affect the phone. I start on the back of the case. Now my phone is always in a case. I recommend a case for everybody. I don't have a glass screen protector on mine, so I'm actually going to be wiping the direct LCD touchscreen interface on my iPhone. So what I'll do is I take the back of the phone and by the way, you never wipe the lenses on your camera unless they're filthy. Then I recommend picking up a lens cleaning kit like you'd use for any camera. That type of alcohol is different than the alcohol that I'm going to be using. Okay, so let's start. I always start on the back of the case. And I just go ahead and I wipe it. And then I come around the sides. I do the back a little better. Okay. And once I've got the back, I'm going to come to the front. Now, it's on my face, but if it does, just press the power button and turn it off. Then I'll clean the front of it. And you can see this is pretty filthy. So I just go ahead and just wipe it up and down really quickly. I go across the sensor at the top, I go across the bottom, and I make sure I'm not looking at it, and I make sure it doesn't see my face. Then I come along and I put my fingernail with the cotton under the very edge of the plastic that is the case. And I make sure I do the bottom speaker. And it saw me again. It's very got a good broader field. But now it's clean. So I'm just going to make sure I do the top again across that sensor. Okay. So now my iPhone is nice and clean. And it can go back in its case, its belt holster, which is where I wear mine most of the time. So, okay. Now we've cleaned an iPhone. Let's move on and let's clean an Apple Watch. My Apple Watch sees a lot of grime. When I'm cleaning my father or doing things like that, I wear nitrile gloves to protect my skin. I also don't want to cross-contaminate give him any infections, if I may have any bacteria on me or if he has any bacteria on him. I don't want to go back and forth. I also wear double gloves when wiping him if he's gone to the bathroom or anything like that. So that requires double gloves. So all that glove that I'm wearing can build up a lot of moisture, and your own body cells and things like that can all get stuck on your Apple Watch, especially if you're wearing the watch while you're doing it, because the glove comes up over the watch. So I'm going to remove my watch and I am going to clean it. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up the box. This is a brand new box, Leather Health. And you can see they're all in here. This happens to have 200 little sachets in there. And I'm just going to grab one. And they come bundled as 2 in a pack. Just pull them apart. Okay, now I'm just going to take one and open her up. And there we go. Now I have my watch is still on. I'm going to take my watch off. Okay, so now my Apple Watch is off. And the first thing I do is I start on the back. This particular Apple Watch has the cardio sensor. So I'm just going to clean it in a little circle, making sure that I run my thumbnail through the wipe to make sure I get the edge and the interface. And you can see how nice and shiny that's become. Then I usually go ahead and I open the little wipe and I put it around the strap. And I wipe the strap. Right to the edge. And my wristwatch, I happen to be sporting 2 different colors on my watch band and strap. One side is orange and one side is blue. These are Bartsmarts colors. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the edge of the watch. I'm doing it at a slightly awkward angle just for the sake of the camera. And you can see that by me wiping it, it's actually touching the screen. But that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't lock me out. Okay, so now the watch is clean. Except for this one spot right in here. Now I chose to go ahead and clean it in that order specifically. You can see I missed a spot here on the face of it. In that order because these wipes can be a little bit wet, and when they're that kind of wet, you don't want too much of the liquid to get into the device. You don't want any of it to get to the device. Most of the time it never does. But if you're wiping on the Apple Watch, if you're wiping past the speaker port, or on your iPhone, you're wiping past the speaker port where you'd hold it to your ear, the microphone port at the bottom is not such a big deal, because if you're holding it at that angle, gravity will allow the alcohol to pour downward, not upward. Okay, next I'm going to clean off my iPad. Now, cleaning the iPad is a little bit more involved because of its sheer size. It's an iPad Pro 12.9 inch. But I'm just going to bring it on over and I will show you how I clean it. And again, it has a touchscreen. So right now it's in the off state, and because it's in the off state, I theoretically should be able to clean it, but it's mounted right now on its keyboard. So I'm going to remove it, and of course as soon as I do, it turns on. So I'm going to turn it off, and I am going to grab another wipe. This iPad happens to have a screen protector on it. Okay, so now I'm going to clean the iPad. Normally, I'd start on the back. Okay, so I'm going to start on the back. like to clean the conductors first that connected to the keyboard, and then I'll come back. And I make little circles usually, try to make sure I hit every spot. And because it's such a large surface, the alcohol wipe does tend to run out rather quickly. So I'll turn it over, see if I can't get a little more out of it. The back of it's usually fairly clean, so don't worry about that. So now I'm going to grab another alcohol wipe. Okay, I'm just going to finish wiping up the back here. Again, you avoid wiping the camera lenses. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to make sure it's off. And now I'm just going to clean the front. Sometimes I'll do the sides first. Like I said, because it's such a large surface area, it cleans off rather quickly. But it's important to make sure that you catch everywhere and look for signs of smudging or dirt. Sometimes I'll go on a diagonal because a diagonal allows you to catch all areas once you get to the opposite corner. Then I'm going to come around and do the edges. Now I'm going to remove the Apple Pencil. And I do have one or two spots that I tend to at least get a little bit of dirt stuck in. I guess that's just where I have my icons. Okay, so now I've cleaned my iPad. I'm going to put it back on the charger on the keyboard tablet. Okay, so now I put it back on there. Okay, and now I'm going to clean the Apple Pencil. Most of the time there's a little bit of alcohol left. I can clean the Apple Pencil in 2 seconds. I tend to just make sure I get all the surfaces. Now the Apple Pencil is clean. I'll just take the Apple Pencil and put it back on. And there you go. So now that I've cleaned the iPad, an iPhone, and an Apple Watch, I'm going to show you how I clean a pair of glasses using the same alcohol wipes. The reason that you'd want to do this as opposed to using most other things is because it's quick and convenient. You can carry it in your car. You can put a couple of these packets in your car, and even in the hot Florida sun, they don't evaporate. They last a long time. They're hermetically sealed because they're used for the medical field. So they retain their alcohol level for a long time. So I'm going to open the packet. And I'm going to grab my glasses. Back up there. And you can see that they've got gunk and they're blurry as hell. So I'm going to just start on the inside. Just make a circle. Start on the inside. Make a circle. Then I'm just going to go to the outside. Make a circle. Make a circle. I'm going to clean the arms of it. Now, if you do have any stubborn spots on your glasses that just won't come clean with alcohol, then I recommend glass cleaner, because the ammonia will cut the grease. Sometimes alcohol cannot cut. It happens. One of these lenses is proving to be of that type. So I'll go grab some glass cleaner and a paper towel. I'm just going to spritz a little bit of glass cleaner on here. Grab my glasses, just go over. You can feel the friction in the ammonia, especially now that the alcohol has taken away all the other greases. and oils. And the problem with paper towel as opposed to cotton is that it can leave lint. Now, I haven't been wearing glasses too long, so I find them quite annoying. I try not to wear them. Try to see as best I can. There's some nutrients that I take for that. That's another video coming soon. Sometimes I think perhaps I should have started with Windex and let that do the grease cutting and finish with cotton. What's the point of the cotton? Like I said, it doesn't leave any lint. So I am going to grab another cotton sachet. If you have any other better suggestions for cleaning glasses, well, let me know. And I do agree that there are eyeglass cleaners out there. I do happen to have one that's very great for sunglasses. Sunglasses I clean in a different way too. It's very important, I think, to get around the edges where the plastic frame meets the lens. That area is where you always find all your fingerprints. I'm going to dry them. Look 99, just % clean, except for that one smudge spot. Wow, it's like night and day. Yeah, these are filthy. You can see all the smudges on there. Yeah. So that's how you clean touchscreens and lenses using alcohol wipes for glasses, a little bit of ammonia, a little bit of glass cleaner, Windex, etc. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please press the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Visit BartSmarts.com and go to our product page. This way you can take a look at all the items that I've reviewed. If you go to our Patreon page and become a member, you will get to see advanced videos and videos that are in the making that aren't finalized for YouTube yet. So when you become a member of my Patreon page and support me, I will be giving away a small prize for my 100th member. Please sign up, join. Please follow BartSmarts on Instagram and Facebook. Coming soon is Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night or day. Have a great time. Don't be scared of the QR codes. They make life easy. Follow them, click on them, link on them. It's easier than typing, I think. I don't know. Please remember to tell people that you got your smarts at BartSmarts. Bye.